Welcome to my solar addiction. Today's video:
external total rapid shutdown and Growatt inverter and LG battery commissioning and testing, part 1.
Today we're going to continue with this install, and before I do the actual commissioning of the batteries and then the inverter and this SYN, I'm going to install this external rapid shutdown switch that comes with the Growatt 11.4 inverter. Now this one is specifically designed for this circuit. If we look, this is the 3-pin connector right here. Already got my wire run. One connector is going to go to one side of this pin and the other is going to go to the other side, which means that this is a always closed or always on circuit. So the external rapid shutdown switch has to be an always on or always closed circuit. Now some of the other shutdown switches, which I'm going to show you, I have these two other ones, are not designed that way. They have options. You can either have it always on or always off. So this one is designed to work with the system, and this one is designed with just 2 points of contact, and it would be just an always on external rapid shutdown switch. Both of these have the option of always on or always off, or open or closed. And these are for my other system. Usually these are set up by the main service panel, is where your panel comes in. If there's a fire, you want the fireman to be able to shut the system down by hitting one of these buttons. But this system is going to be going to my test panel, which is on the other side of this wall. That's why I have the wire run over here to the test panel. It's going to be right next to the test panel. If something's going wrong, I could shut it off from the other room. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This is some pretty thin wire. We're going to probably put some ferrules on it to make sure we're making good contact. And we'll go ahead and install the other half on the other side. Pull test. Let's see if we could just shove them in there. It goes like, there it is. I just got to do the other side. This. Okay, so we should be good now. All right, there we go. So you just push it, and then you turn it, and it comes back on. Okay, so now we're going to do a continuity test before we power up the batteries and the inverter. So we've got our multimeter. This is a Klein Tools CL390. It's a very good multimeter. And we're going to go ahead and put it on the continuity or ohms test, which is right here. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one end of the leads, one red or one black, and we're going to touch the terminal here on the positive, and then again on the terminal on the positive here to make sure that we have continuity. We're also going to make sure we don't have any cross polarity. In other words, we're going to touch one of the probes to the positive and then to the negative, and if it beeps, that means we have crosstalk or cross polarity and we need to fix something. But if we don't, then we're good, and as long as the negative to negative contact beeps, we're good. We have continuity. Same thing with the positive. We've got it on our meter set to the ohms test or continuity. And we're going to touch inside this little square here on there, and the same thing on here. And we have continuity. And the same thing here. That's the negative. I'm going to touch my negative. And there we go. So now I'm going to do, to make sure we don't have any cross polarity, I'm going to touch the negative to the positive, and I should get nothing. And I got nothing. and then the positive on here on the battery to the negative on the inverter, and I got nothing. So we're good on that. And so we can see exactly what I'm doing here. See, the wires are already in the hole, so we're going into the little square underneath it, which will contact the terminal. And on the inverter, it's above it. And you see the little hole right above it. So we got to do the same thing over here with this battery, and we're good. Let's check to see if we got any cross polarity by touching the negative now. We got nothing. And there we go. And then we got the negative here, going to touch the positive. Okay, there we go. And that's good. So now what we want to check is the same thing, continuity. We're going to check this connection, these two connections that are connected over here on the inverter, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm touching the positive on this one and the positive over here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to the negative on the inverter and the negative here, and we're good. And now I'm going to keep my negative on the inverter and go to the positive, and we get nothing. And then I'm going to do the positive on the inverter and the negative, and we get nothing. So we're good on continuity between the inverter and the SYN, and between the batteries and the inverter. So now that we've got our wires run, our communications set up, hopefully everything's going to work out fine. But only way to find out is to turn them on, and that's going to require commissioning first the batteries and then the inverter. So we got to start with the battery first. And the first thing we're going to want to do is to go to the LG ESS website to register our account so that we can register our batteries with LG and actually start the commissioning process. To actually just get our battery commissioned so that we can make sure everything's set up correctly, we're just going to go to that first LG ESS battery page, the home page here. Close this screen out, and what we need to click on is at the top right here. We got N-Block Manager. We're going to click on that because we got to make an N-Block Manager account. So what all this is telling you is that if you have used the Resu monitor before, that you might have some other steps to go through. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to go ahead and set up a new account. Don't have an account. Let's sign up and make a new account. We already know about this. We're going to close this. And it's a DIY do-it-yourself user. Fill in the fields here with the appropriate information and my email. Make sure I typed it correctly. And it's the United States. I'm not a robot. Of course, we got to agree to all these things if we're going to participate. And then we're going to save. Do you want to save? Confirm. Yes, I want to save. This email is already in use. So I have already signed up. But that's how you would have signed up. Let's cancel that. I'm sure of it. Let's go close that out. Close that out. And let's just go ahead and log in with our information. And we're going to sign in. So now we've created our N-Block account. And once we've done that, so here we are. We're going to go to the App Store. I have an iPhone, and we're going to download the app. And as we can see, I've already actually downloaded it, but you would download it and install it. So let's go ahead and open it. And it logged right in because I've logged into the app before, but I haven't actually commissioned anything yet. Like I said, I set up the account online, and then now I am going to use the N-Block Manager to commission the battery. We want to go to direct connection to battery. We want to tap commissioning. Okay, and then it's asking us to scan the battery QR code. There we go. Save and proceed. Inverter brand. We want to go to the Growatt. Click OK. Inverter model 11400 TL XHUS. Got that. Save and proceed to the next step. Okay, So we need to turn the battery on, I would imagine. We've got lights. Information and password are connected. Okay, so we need the MAC address, which is going to be right here. All right, so I got little notes here. So we want to connect to the battery. Ah, there it is. All right, so we're going to do connect. We're going to go to Wi-Fi. And the master battery is, we got it. That's this guy down here. We're connected. And the password is going to be the MAC address plus 1234. All right, it joined that time. We have a success. Let's go back to here. All right. So now I'm on this screen where it's telling me we need to do a firmware update. We got a bunch of them to do. So let's get cranking on that. This might take 10 minutes. Oh, now it looks like it's making better progress. Okay, now it's finished. It's done them all. So we're going to save and proceed to the next step, which is connect to the Wi-Fi. Connect. Connected. And we change our time zone to Central Standard Time. Save and go to the next step. All right, so there's our battery. Stated charge is 24%. Click OK. So now we got to go back to our regular Wi-Fi and then we can register. Okay. Yes. So now we need to commission the inverter so that they can talk to the batteries. We now have our battery commissioned and we're going to need to get our Growatt commissioned, our 11.4 kilowatt inverter. And we're going to start by registering an account with Growatt. So then we can, after that, download the Shiner app. We'll connect our account to the battery and get the inverter connected to the internet. And then we'll marry it to that account through the Shiner app. But we first have to have an account to marry it to. We're going to start by going to the appropriate website. It's going to be OSS-Growatt. And there it is right there. Click on that. United States and Canada is where we are. We're going to confirm that. And we're going to click register because we do not have an account. So this is going to be an installer account. Going to go next. We're going to go to the country. And now we need the inverter serial number. Company name is going to be my name. Company address. Company website. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to agree. I'm going to register. All right. So far, so good. So let's see. Account and improve personal information. Account generated by field not to be filled in. You will receive a username via email once the request has been sent and accepted. Alrighty. I'm going to use my own. That is my real name. Email address, phone number. I'm trying to get that verification code. So now I'm going to need to go to my email account. Successfully completed the information. Your installer code is, the login account is, please remember the account is the only one you can log in. Email and phone number cannot log in. So I'm going to take a little screenshot of that and go with, okay, yes, I got you, bro. And I want to save the password. All right. So here we are in our basic account screen. So on the top left, we see where we can create a new user. A new end user is what we want to do. So we have no end users here. Let's go with new user. North American server, account name, my solar addiction. Okay, so your screen hasn't frozen. I've stopped it here because I want to make a point. This is how you would create a new end user using the Growatt website on your laptop or desktop computer. But even though I went through this process and created an end user, you just have to fill in these fields. I eventually couldn't get what account was online to link to the Shiner app once I started using the app to actually finalize the commissioning, and had to create an end user on the app so that I could marry the inverter to the end user. Not sure what went wrong when I went through this process, but I'm going to show you the process I went through on the app to create the end user. But first we got to create us a plant, and that's what I'm going to show you next. So we need to create the plant so that we have a plant that our end user is going to connect to when we go through the Shiner app.
Hope you liked part 1. I sure did. Coming up, part 2.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed our video.